Hello, I'm Nik Gowing. I'm speaking to you after the extraordinary British election result where Theresa May, the British Prime Minister, obviously took such a bad decision a few weeks ago to hold an election designed to strengthen her mandate. In the end, it's backfired on her spectacularly. I'm speaking to you because of the enormous project which I've been leading along with my colleague Chris Langdon into why leadership is getting wrong so many decisions. We called it Thinking the Unthinkable, and everything that has now happened here in the United Kingdom with the misjudgment by Theresa May is exactly in tune with all the findings that we've had and we've built over the last 3 years, showing that really leadership is in deep crisis. Here, for example, a cartoon showing, based on our work this time last year, the blind way in which leadership is having to respond and the way it feels, how scared it feels as well. And this time last year, just before the British Brexit referendum, we, on the basis of our research, were saying that Brexit was likely to happen, even though it wasn't on the political risk agendas of companies and indeed many governments. Similarly, we said at this time last year that there was a high probability that Donald Trump would be nominated as the presidential candidate and win the election simply because of the change in dynamics, the way the public is turning against politicians and the public is turning against the corporate sector. And that's right at the heart of all our research. And what's happened in Britain, what happened in France a few weeks ago, identifies precisely the kind of massive challenge, the unthinkables that are happening, which those at the top, the leaderships, can't really grip. And our main finding is that the conformity which gets you to the top no longer equips you. Indeed, it disqualifies you from understanding the enormity of change. And one of the big pitches we've made, and which our evidence shows, is that millennials, the next generation, are having a very different attitude, both to the corporate sector and to the political sector, not just in Britain, but all around the world. And when I tell you that a few days ago, I was speaking to a lunch of some 25 chairmen and chief executives of major corporations, and I said to them, watch what happens in the British election. There will be many surprises and they will be out of tune with what you are thinking. And I have to say, I did say to my host, I wondered if they thought I was smoking something strange in order to say that. But in the end, that is what's happened. And it's an unthinkable which has happened both for the Conservative Party and for the United Kingdom. And it indicates the difficulties now of being a leader. And that's at the heart of our judgment and also our research. And there's much more coming down the track. Thinking the unthinkable. It's about thinking the unpalatable as well.